Hey, what's up guys? Bajheera here. Now today I'm actually getting ready to go do an arms and shoulders workout, but what I wanted to do real quick before I do that is have some sips on my N0C4 and creatine combo and go over some leg day workout with you guys. So for me, leg days have been going pretty well recently. Even throughout the dieting process, I have been able to keep my leg days going pretty strong. And interestingly enough, the workouts that I feel have taken the biggest hit from this particular diet have been my chest days. That being said, my chest days have still been pretty strong. I've been able to hit 315 a couple of times, but the only reason I say my chest days haven't been as strong is because I'm not being able to hit it consistently. Whereas with my leg days, I have been able to hit 315 consistently. That's what have been one of my goals for that dieting phase, is to not let my leg days suffer as much as they have in the past, and really make a dedicated effort to hit 315 pretty much every leg day. And for the most part, I've been able to do that, so I've been feeling pretty good about that. Now, keep in mind that I have not really increased my leg... What I would feel is like my leg day numbers. I haven't pushed up past 335, which is my my current squat max. Have not pushed past that, but that's really not that big of a deal because, like I said, my main goal is to stay consistent, and I was able to do that. But even though you can generally expect for your strength to go down a little bit during a diet, just being able to put in the work consistently over that, over that course of the months that you are dieting, just getting in solid work is still going to make a big difference to you in the long term. And that is sort of what I try to keep my mindset geared towards, is that long term. Consistently putting in the work, allowing that work to build up over a long period of time and ultimately result in a net progress for my my fitness journey, my bodybuilding journey. And I think that's what we've experienced. Now what's going to be interesting is to see how my training and my body changes now that I'm sort of easing out of the dieting phase. My dieting phase was pretty much just a narcissistic goal at this point. I wanted to diet down for the beach, essentially, and I did that, and now our beach vacation is over. But to be honest with you guys, I really do like staying a little bit leaner. Getting real big and strong is fun, but I do like to have, a pretty low body fat throughout that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm easing into a cleaner bulk. What I've discussed with Jenny and what I've sort of thought over with myself and with you guys a little bit is the idea of a leaner bulk. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to be hanging around 3,500 calories. And one of the things that's going to be a little bit interesting for me is that this diet is going to be pretty high carb, around 400 carbs. Right now I'm doing around 90 fat, which really only requires that I eat around 240, 250 grams of protein a day. And that's quite a bit less than I've eaten in the past for my bulk. I was up around 300, 350 grams of protein some days, and that's just not where what I want to eat is putting me, basically. Right now, my diet is kind of interesting. This happens a lot whenever I come out of a dieting phase, especially like a lower carb phase, is I just feel like eating cereal. Cereal is like one of my favorite things in the entire world to eat. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting up in the morning, training first thing, and training fasted. And then I come home, eat a whole box of cereal. We joke on the stream that I eat the cardboard part too, but you know what I mean. I've been eating an entire box of cereal with about 4.5 cups of milk with 2 scoops of protein mixed into the milk. Blend that up. It's like, oh, so good. And then that's like my highest calorie meal right there. And then I'll stream for 5 hours. And then hopefully, if I can get myself out the door, I will go do a second cardio session. And the cardio session is just because I'm not really trying to... that cardio session is less about my fitness and more about just like my mental health / just how I want to feel. I just really like to exercise, and after sitting down and streaming for a long time, it's really nice to go get out in that summer evening air and go for a nice little run, and it's just something I enjoy doing. So I'm gonna try to work that in a little bit. Plus, it helps keep some of that body fat off, I suppose. But anyway, after that run, I will have basically only my second meal of the day, which is kind of weird to think that I'm going from like 5 to 6 meals to 2. But I don't know. This is one of the things that I enjoy about my bodybuilding journey, my bodybuilding experience, is that I get to choose how I want to structure my meals, how I structure my training, and do all of that based just on feel. So that's what I'm doing right now. But anyway, that's when I'll have my my salad with chicken in it, a little bit of ranch, and I'll have these little Greek yogurts. And recently I've been spicing it up with a little bit of a Quest bar just to have some of that dessert. Because man, those things, they're just like cookies or brownies or whatever they say they are. Like, you know, they have like the double chocolate chip cookie ones taste like a double chocolate chip cookie. A chocolate brownie one tastes like a chocolate brownie. They're awesome. So been mixing up with a little bit of Quest bars in there to finish off my my macros for the day. But yeah, 3,500 calories, 400 carbs, you know, 240 protein, that 80-90 fat, something like that. That's what's gonna work out for me right now. But oh, look at that! There we go. Still doing that that strong set of just for one at 315. I'm not really talking about my workout very much, but my leg workouts are pretty standard. I start off with squats. Recently, I've been making sure that I transition over to at least a little bit of leg press. Even though my legs are pretty tired at this point, I do want to get 6 sets of leg press in, just because, I mean, the squats are great. They, you know, I am pushing pretty heavy weight on my squats, but there is something to be said for really disregarding any sort of form control on this leg press and just pushing heavy weight. You can really slow the weight down a little bit. Really let that resistance soak into your legs. That's kind of how I think about it. Just forcing your muscles to hold on to that resistance, and hopefully, you know, you use that to build some strength, to build some muscle, and I think it's worth doing at least. So I'll do, you know, it's like 6 sets of this leg press. Try to really allow that to dig into my legs, and use that to maybe even improve my squat over time, because the squat, you do have to focus on your form. With leg press, you can kind of just go wild. So that's what I've been doing for my leg days recently. Then I transition over to the isolation exercises that you'll see in a minute, and that's been my leg days. In terms of my cardio right now, I'm doing about 20 minutes to warm up, right? I mean, a lot of times I do the step mill. Recently, I've just been cranking up the incline on the treadmill and just doing like a pretty brisk walk. That allows you to get warmed up without getting too tired. It's not like a cardiovascular exercise. It's just more of a warm-up, but you can also really focus on flexing your leg muscles because you have such a high incline and a low enough speed that you're not just like, you know, trying to hoof it. You can actually kind of focus on what's going on, and that, to me, that's a good warm-up, and I've been enjoying that. But so I'll do 20 minutes of cardio before my workout, and then I haven't. Sometimes I will do more cardio after my workout, but a lot of times, like I said, I'll just plan on doing cardio later that evening, and that's really nice as well. And once again, cardio is an interesting question for bodybuilders. A lot of people talk about, you know, cardio kill your gains, and, you know, maybe, in my experience, that hasn't been the case. Even when I was a distance runner running, like, you know, 80 miles a week, I wasn't losing muscle mass as long as I kept eating. But I was also training differently back then, so I have a lot more muscle mass on me now than I did back when I was a distance runner. But in my experience, like I said, cardio is not gonna burn the muscle mass off of you. At least not in my case. So I'm not afraid of cardio, especially because cardio does make me feel good. It's good to get your blood flowing, get your heart pumping, get your lungs going in a different way than you normally would when you're just lifting weights. Plus, like I said, getting warmed up at the gym allows me to mentally focus, allows me to prepare myself for the gym. Plus, I am getting in the gym first thing in the morning, so I'm kind of like still sleepy and my body's not all online. So that warm up helps me tune up for the day, tune up for my workout, get clear. Because also, I mean, I finish my workout and then I go home and eat, and then it's time to stream. So, you know, I want to wake up a little bit. And then similarly, the cardio in the evening kind of helps me wind down. Kind of helps me get up out of my chair after I've been in, you know, just playing video games for the past 5 to 7 hours. So it's nice to get outside, get some of that nice California summer evening air, and just finish out my day strong. But right now, in terms of my workouts and training, just going by feel, kind of easing out of the dieting phase and tuning up for a nice clean bulk. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!